Hello, welcome back to Poultry Farm Guide. My name is Eza Uncle Samuel. So on today's video, we're talking about uniformity in broiler chicken. The importance of uniformity in broiler chicken, causes of poor uniformity in broiler chickens, and ways on how to avoid poor uniformity in broiler chicken or how to get back on track after poor growth. Supplements or things you will miss with your feed to get your chicken back on track on their weights. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Welcome back to Poultry Farm Guide. As I said earlier, we were talking about uniformity in broiler chicken. Before then, let me wish my 5,000 subscribers a happy new year. I'm so grateful. Without you, I will not be here doing what I'm doing. So I thank you all for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate. Now let's get down to business of today. Today, during my December production, I experienced some things. I learned from some things. In every production, I learn things all the time. So one of the things I learned is poor uniformity in my chicken. In my last batch of chicken I produced, that is broiler. So their uniform wasn't the same as the previous batches I've done. So I've learned a lot of things how to avoid and how to. There are some things I did not do which I'm going to share with you, and things I did to get back on track after the poor experience. So that is what brought me to this topic of today: uniformity in broiler flocks. Now, uniformity in broiler flocks determines or indicates the final result of your production. In fact, poor uniformity goes hand in hand with delayed growth, rejection of birds by your customer, poor feed conversion ratio, etc. Now, if you have a good uniform, if appreciable amounts of your chicken are within a desired range of your customer, you make more profit. But if they are of different ranges, now what is uniformity in broiler chicken? Uniformity is when appreciable amounts of your chicken fall within a desired range of processing plants. So this plant they use, big company use to process chicken, has a range of set plants. So if your chicken is not within those ranges, they are going to be rejected. Even customers in the market weigh chicken by sizes. So if your chicken is not between the sizes at the right time, at the expected time, within 6 weeks, your chicken should be having so amount of weight. They should be within a certain desired range. That is uniformity. If appreciable amounts of your chicken meets the desired weight range of your customer, that means you make more profits. Okay? So the differences will not be more than -10 plus 10% from the sample average. Okay, now what causes poor uniformity in chickens? What causes poor uniformity in broiler chickens? First, they are divided into two basic classes: the external factor and the internal factor. The external factor is not normally within our control as a farmer. It's basically either from the heredity, the gene of the chicken, or from the breeders. Some breeders are big while some are small, so therefore they produce small and big eggs, which obviously will not be of the same sizes. Okay, and other genetic factors that can affect the chicken at day one or during development. So that is not in our control. What I'm concerned in what is in our control, that is the internal factor, the environmental factor. So one of the causes is poor brooding. There are some certain things you have to do during breeding, which I did not actually do in my last breeding, and it affected the uniform of my chicken, of my broiler chickens. First of all, you have to preheat the place. Our bird just arrived suddenly, so I did not preheat for the bird. I did not warm up the brooder before they arrived. That's one of the number one mistake we did. Now, talking about preheating, you heat the brooder 24 hours before the birds arrive, because poor cold environment, especially from the floor, chicken absorb cold from their feet and from their abdomen, their belly. So when the ground is very cold, it will cause the chicken not to be active. They will eat less and drink less. Invariably, it will also lead to poor development of the intestine. Therefore, the chicken will not be able to absorb nutrients and poor growth will result. That's one of the major causes of poor uniformity in broiler chicken. So then, followed by other factors like light. There should be even light in all pens so that all chicken should be eating properly. Of course, enough feeders and drinkers for the chicken. If you don't have enough feeders and drinkers for the chicken, not all birds will be feeding at the same time. Obviously, there will still be some little bird which needs to feed more. So you have to give more space, number one. Provide more feeder and drinker. Make sure as you feed the bird, all birds are eating at the same time. No one is looking for where to eat from. So they should not struggle for feeder or drinkers. At day 15 and 21, sort the birds, because within this time, if you saw the bird earlier, they will meet up quick. So you have to sort the bird and give them more feed and more time and more care, so that they will grow up to meet up with the other one, so that you can sell them at the same time. Because if you don't sell your chicken at the same time, you make less profit. That means you have to keep the rest. You have to give the rest compensational feeding for them to meet up. And if you don't do that as early as I described, the 15 and 21, the diminishing return will reach at week 8. Thereby, you run into loss. So I didn't want that for you or for my dear farmers. So these things are the things that cause poor uniformity in broiler chickens. Okay. Now, what can you do to avoid poor uniformity? I've already stated it. What you can do to avoid poor uniformity: preheat before the birds arrive. Day 1 to day 7, you weigh your birds to make sure that they are between at least 200 grams after day 7, which I did not do as well. As usual, I normally weigh my bird at day 7, but this time around, I did not do such things, and it affected my bird really. Management is very important in chicken, very, very important. Everything I normally do, I did not do half of them, and I got punished for it. So what I did to even meet up later was that I had to feed I sorted my bird into 3 groups. There are some who meet the standard weights at the expected time. There are some, the other group. Then the third group is very small. Their weight is very far from normal, because after week 4, I weighed the birds. I was averagely, all of them, I was getting 700 grams plus at week 4, which is very poor. Normally at week 4, my average is normally 1 kg, at least 900 grams to 1 kg plus after week 4, which is very superb, very good, showing that they are growing very, very well. But at this time around, it drifted and went down from 1 kg to 7 grams, which is very poor at week 4. And it even weigh at week 7 and week 1. That after I did not even weigh. When I was pursued to weigh was week 4, which is very different from my previous batches. So what did I do? I get down to work, and when your birds have poor uniform or stunted growth, you sort them out first. Then what I did is to give them compensational feed. Now this feed will not just be ordinary feed, because you're gonna waste much money giving them just ordinary feed. You have to mix this feed with some necessary ingredients that's required for growth. Some necessary ingredients, vitamins, minerals, amino acid, essential amino acid that are required for growth, rapid growth in chickens, which might be lacking in the feed you are even giving them. You're not even sure. Again, the feed should be of quality. Of course, we are not even sure most of the time. So now, for you to make this compensational feed, you have to mix it with some essential ingredients, like the amino acids, which can be found in some fish meal, blood meal, then full fat soya. I use full fat soya, which is a game changer. I do normally use just normal soya beans, but this time I included full fat soya, and I mixed it with the chicken feed, and I started feeding this bird. Within a week, after a week plus, most of these birds came up. They added about 200 grams to their initial weight, showing that there is a development. So I was so glad that most of them meet up for sales for Christmas at desired weight, while some I have to keep them to feed them more so that they can meet up at the expected weight, the market weight, the table size weight. What I use is, first one was I included blood meal, fish meal, full fat soya, and soya meal. These are the major ingredients I use to mix my chicken feed and feed to those chickens. In my next video, I'm going to share with you, I have some reserve of these ingredients. So in my next video, I'm going to share with you how to mix this supplement with your chicken feed so that you can get back on track with your chicken weights, so that your customer will be very happy. So uniformity is more money. Poor uniformity is less money. Just have it in mind. Make sure you always make your birds happy, because a happy bird makes a happy farmer. So stay tuned in my next video. Bye bye.